Tonight, we'll step into the shadows of real exorcisms, cases so horrifying that the very men of faith performing them were left trembling, broken, or forever changed. These aren't Hollywood stories. These are documented accounts, whispered confessions from behind church walls, and encounters where good and evil met face to face. Some of these priests never spoke of what they saw again. Others did, but only in hushed, shaking voices. Lock the doors. Dim the lights. This is Whispers of the Hidden, and these are real exorcisms that terrified even the priests. 1. The case of Anna Eklund, 1928. The woman who defied heaven. It began quietly. A devout Midwestern woman named Anna Eklund suddenly refused to enter a church. Her prayers turned to screams, her gentle voice twisted into guttural growls in languages she never knew. 2 priests, Father Theophilus Riesinger and Father Joseph Steiger, were called to help. What they experienced still shakes the Catholic archives. When they began the ritual, Anna's body levitated. She clung to walls like an insect. She vomited strange black sludge. And, most disturbingly, she revealed the deepest sins of everyone in the room, sins no one could have possibly told her. Father Riesinger later confessed that he felt a cold intelligence in the room, as though something knew every prayer before he could speak it. The exorcism took 3 long weeks. By the end, both priests were physically ill and claimed they had aged years. 2. The boy who inspired The Exorcist, 1949. In the late 1940s, a quiet boy from Maryland, known only by the alias Roland Doe, became the center of one of the most infamous exorcisms in history. After dabbling in a Ouija board to contact a deceased aunt, strange events began. Furniture moved on its own, scratching sounds came from the walls, and the boy's body bore fresh claw marks. Jesuit priests were called. What happened next was documented in The Exorcist Diary, a private journal kept by Father Raymond Bishop. The boy spoke in a deep, mocking voice. He attacked the priests with unnatural strength. Words like hell and evil appeared carved into his skin in real time. During the final night, the boy's voice changed, calm and powerful, declaring that the demon had been defeated by the Archangel Michael. But one priest, Father Walter Halloran, later admitted, "Something stayed with me after that night. I still hear him." 3. The Michael Taylor Case, 1974. The exorcism that ended in blood in a small English town. Michael Taylor was a friendly churchgoer until strange mood swings and violent outbursts began. His priest believed he was under demonic influence. The exorcism lasted over 7 hours. Priests reported Taylor screaming in inhuman tones, vomiting, and claiming he could see the demons in the room. When the ritual ended, they believed the evil was gone. But hours later, Taylor brutally murdered his wife in a horrifying act of violence. When police arrived, he was naked, covered in blood, and muttering, "They're gone now." To this day, the priests believe they didn't remove all the demons, only the ones they could reach. 4. The Smurl Haunting, 1980s. A family besieged. The Smurl family claimed their Pennsylvania home was infested by a violent demonic presence. Furniture levitated, foul smells filled the air, and physical attacks left deep scratches. Ed and Lorraine Warren, famed paranormal investigators, were brought in, but even they were shaken by what they encountered. A local priest attempted an exorcism. Midway through, the temperature in the house plummeted. The priest later said, "It was as if the air itself hated me." He left pale, shaking, and admitted in private that he'd never felt such pure malice before. The Smurl case remains unresolved. Some believe the entity simply followed them when they moved. 5. The Clara Germana, Sale Possession, 1906. The Girl Who Spoke in 100 Voices. In South Africa, a 16-year-old orphan named Clara suddenly began speaking multiple languages fluently. Witnesses claimed her voice could split into several tones at once, as if a crowd were speaking through her. She levitated in front of nuns, shrieked at holy objects, and displayed superhuman strength. 2 priests performed the exorcism, but one later admitted he feared she would break the chain of heaven with her strength. Clara's eyes reportedly turned jet black during the ritual, and her voice called out secrets about the priests' lives that no one could have known. After 2 days, the entity was gone. But the priests admitted that the sound of her overlapping voices never left their dreams. Closing reflection, these exorcisms are reminders of a truth few dare to admit. Even the most faithful can be shaken. Even the most trained can feel fear. Perhaps that's because when you face true evil, it doesn't just fight you, it knows you. It digs into your thoughts, your fears, your sins. And sometimes it leaves something behind. If you've stayed with us this long, remember this. In the dark, not every voice you hear belongs to the living. This has been Whispers of the Hidden. Stay curious and stay safe.